slow right now, but it usually picks up after. 'Cause my connection's a little off, it says, but usually on the wrong Wi-Fi. All right,
There we go.
and we're just getting started. I'm 5 episodes in, so because right now, how does it look on your screen? Does it look like? Because right now
Well,
you're
it's
frozen
not
on
it's
mine.
not laggy or anything like that. You're just lagging for like a slight like 10
Yes,
seconds, and then it went back
yeah.
to.
For the first like couple minutes, it does it, and then it'll be good to go. Eventually, it'll all sync up correctly. So, anyways, first and foremost, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Ethan Campuzano, and I'm from Inglewood.
Inglewood? Oh shit, I was just
Yeah,
out there like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, bro. Born and raised too. So.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 25. Gonna be turning
25.
26 next month. Yeah.
Nice. So, when did you drop your first music video? Because you got a strong hold on this algorithm, my friend.
I know. Man, bro. I I don't know if it was the ending of March or like beginning of April. That's
Hmm.
when I first started dropping like music videos. Well, short form music videos. That's
Right.
when I started doing it. I gave it a shot, bro. I was just like, it's either this or not. Cause I got told it's like if you fail at something, there's something that you're gonna end up like hitting. And once you hit, you just gotta go all in.
Right.
Right? I've tried like multiple things. Fitness was one of them. I'm gonna go back to it, but I'm waiting. I'm like putting it on pause for the moment. And I'm just going full throttle with the music because that's what started hitting.
Yeah, and it's hitting hard too. So you got most of your followers from like last March till now.
A decent amount, bro.
Yeah.
A decent amount. A decent amount. Decent amount. Yeah. Not all of them, bro. Because I
Yeah.
did fitness content for since we're in March already, it's been like a little over 3 years since I've done content. And I've been doing like music for almost a year. The ending of this March. Well, yeah, ending of this month. It's gonna be a year.
Just when trying to wait for the 5 minutes to go up so we could just really go and eat that be free.
Get
And
a
then
little.
that's usually when the videos sync up too. Because like so like I said, whenever I post a video, like it's always good, but whenever it starts off, it's always like this. Uh so I see you have a lot of people who hate you, my friend.
Oh, look, there we go. Call me zesty. That's
Yeah.
funny, bro.
Man, because so I got where I got stabbed at is in my chest. I got stabbed here and it connects all my nerves, right? And so I posted a video of me and my son sparring, and his friends
Yeah.
was calling me Zesty the entire time. 'Cause the way I stand.
Oh man, they always call me that in the comment section, bro. So I'm just like, I read all the comments, bro. Like I feel like people think I ignore the comments. Like I read hidden DMs, I read
Mhm,
comments. I don't care, bro. I feel like they don't understand that. Like I feel like they just think I don't read or something.
mhm.
But I, I
Yeah,
I
a
do
lot
have a
of
lot of haters, bro. Some of them I feel like they wanted to do music the way that I'm doing it in terms of like putting themselves out and actually showing their faces and stuff instead of just like the little staticky background.
right.
And they just don't, they don't have the courage to do it.
When
So
so
they project. I feel like a lot of people project, bro. I'd say like a good at least
no, no, no,
50% of
for
my
sure,
haters project.
especially on social media,
Yeah, at least half of my
especially on
haters
social media.
project, bro. Some of them do have valid criticism, bro, and I'm not gonna say here and be like, no, that's like BS. No, they're saying actual like facts, bro. And I sit there and read,
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's not like I could change like all of that within a day, a month, 2 months. Like it takes time, bro. Like I couldn't even be on beat on a song. It took me 7 months.
yeah. I have a tons of friends who makes music. It's not easy. Like it's a lot easier than it looks.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
No,
it's
I've
a
been
lot
to a
harder than it
person.
looks. I apologize. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a homie that tried it, and I was like, "It's not that easy, huh, bro?" Just
when
take way more out of beat. than what I was when I first started. Yeah, it's really hard, bro. But then it gets easier and easier over time. Like me being on beats gotten like way easier. Even like the newest one where they say, "Oh, he finally found his flow," bro. That's the hardest beat I've ever done. I've never done a beat that hard. That beat was so fast, bro. I'm not used to rapping that fast with
In
my
your
like words actually being clear.
right. In your comment section, I asked, which questions they want me to ask. Obviously, I'm gonna ignore the retarded ones. I mean, I probably shouldn't even said that. See what I'm talking about? 5 minutes is up, though.
Hey, I appreciate you. The
Yeah,
gaming chair is pretty dope. It's comfy too. It was only like 200
yeah.
bucks.
Hey, Floopy Dog, is both of our that name's crazy, but is both of our videos good? Because you're still behind, but you're starting to catch up a little bit more on my screen.
Yeah.
So one of the first questions one of the questions that was actually a good question was, what are some of your musical influences?
What are some of my musical influences? That's an easy one, bro.
1 second, 1 second. Thank you, Floopy Dog. Appreciate you. Is our videos are both of us moving on your screen? Yesterday I had an issue. I interviewed someone. It was a great interview, but my audio was cut out for some reason.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, musical influences.
Eminem, Netflix, Russ, Alec Benjamin. Those are like the primary ones, bro. But I also listen to Jake. But Jake is, someone like really new,
Yeah,
that
my
I just
daughters
started
listen to
listening to
them.
not that long.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
daughters. Yeah, yeah.
Those are like my primary.
Yeah, I'm
50 Cent
either.
a little bit too, bro. He goes hard, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Especially though, I'm a little bit older. I'm 33, so I'm about to be 34. So that's my era when I was a little kid. Get Rich or Die Trying came out when I was a child.
Uh,
So, like me personally, like my music, it's either The Weekend or music about murdering people. That there's no in between. It's either The Weekend or some drill music.
some drill, huh? I haven't done drill. My
Yeah,
producer told me to do some
bro,
drill, but I was like, I don't want to do drill.
that might hit. That might hit. Nah, we ain't free in South Park. Mexican, keep that dude locked up, player. You know who they're talking about?
No, bro. One thing I
He's
do stay away from, bro. I don't watch TV. I don't really like see social media like that. So I'm not
mm,
really up to date, like of what like current
yeah.
current things that are actually going on.
He's been in prison. He's been in prison for like 20 years, but he's or something close to that. But he basically got a 13-year-old girl pregnant.
Ah,
Yeah, and there's really no
that
excuses for
stinks.
that. There's no
Yeah.
excuses for that.
Yes.
His fans will make excuses, but like, despite the way I look, I come from gang culture, so there's very strict
Yeah.
policies when it comes to And I grew up with Mexican gangs, so Mexican gangs are
Yeah.
very strict, very very strict.
Foreños, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm in,
yeah, I read some of it, bro.
yeah, so I'm in
Dude, I was like half dead, bro, when I was reading it. I've only
yeah.
slept for like little over 4 hours, bro. Like
Bro, I swear to God, me too. And then I had to go pick
it's
up my
like,
kids. I was like,
yeah, I feel
bro,
like shit.
yeah. So I'm actually in a weird spot. So I'm in technically like the middle of California. So we have everything. We got Norteños, Sureños, we got Bloods, Crips, everything. Everything you guys got, but we just add the Norteños over here.
Yeah.
So and I went to a all. So I grew up in an all Sureño neighborhood, but I went to an all Norteño school. So it's a bit complicated. So when you back to music, when you first like when did you first started getting buzz and like your engagements jumping up,
May. May of last year.
man?
May
And
of last
like
year. May of last year was when my first video like hit over 100,000 views. And then from there, that's when I started like from that video alone, I attracted a decent amount of followers that were haters, and those haters boosted my algorithm.
mm. So there was I think the first person I liked, like there was a song and it was not a good song, but he goes, I used to think that I was gay, but I knew that I was straight. It's some white kid or whatever, and I think I projected his energy on you as far as when I first messaged you. Remember, I
Yeah.
told you I wasn't
Yeah.
sure the type of person I was messaging.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy's delusional to where
Yeah.
I feel like you're very aware of what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me, bro. Like I know my music isn't the greatest, bro. Like I know that for a fucking fact, bro. Like, it's funny when people think I'm like, oh, like he's so delusional, thinks his music is good. I enjoy my own music, bro, because that's the product I created.
It's
You don't
fun.
have to like it. It's not like the best lyrics, you know.
Mhm.
It's not the best flow. I don't care, bro. I created the product, bro, so I enjoy it.
Yeah, so speaking of, like, you not caring, was that always a thing, or did you have to learn not to care?
Like, in terms of what?
So, for example, I'll give you so, like, comment sections, because a lot of people read comments and it fucks with
Yeah.
their head, and it really, really fucks with their head, and apparently we're homeless.
Hey, that's great, bro. I love being homeless.
I've been
But
homeless
you're
before.
saying
But, but, anyways, so my friend got killed in 2019,
Yeah.
right? And basically, he had a lot of haters. So when he died, a lot of the comments were negative, right? So for that was a lesson that helped me to where when my friend died, not him, everybody loved this guy, but anyways, when he died, it was a good lesson to not let comments fuck with your head, not react to every comment, not let it get you emotionally invested. So did was there anything like that, or did you just not give a fuck right away
I mean,
about
with
comments,
music, bro,
about the negative comments? I mean,
with music, right? That's like at that point, I didn't care, right? Because I've been content creating for like cool minute, bro. Fitness, I used to react, right? And I used to
hmm
like go back and forth. And through that experience, what it taught me was sometimes, bro, like you could be right, and they'll keep going back and forth with you, and you're just wasting your breath, your time, and for what? You know? Like, most people are just not gonna get it, whether you like it or not. Not everyone is gonna like you, and that's fine, bro. The people that
yeah,
rock with you are the ones that you should be focusing on, not the people that don't rock with you. You know, and I transitioned that into when I did music. At first, I was like, holy, like I wasn't used to that amount of hate, but within time, I was building up more tolerance, and then that's when I started posting every day. And then from posting every day, I started posting twice a day for like a week. And I wasn't used to it, that amount of hate comments. It was
right.
like I felt like a little burnt when I was reading them. Then I got used to it. And then I started posting 3 times a day, every day. And I read all of them. Like I'm getting at least like 200, 300, 400 like hate comments every day. And now I'm used to it, bro. Like I don't care. It's just like same thing too, bro. When you're like building up a skill, it just keeps growing, growing, growing. And that's like the same thing too with like hate. It's like my tolerance just kept growing higher and higher and higher. And it's not that I don't care, it's just that I got to the point where I just don't care because
No,
of the
I
tolerance
get
that I
you.
built.
Yeah, it to me, what I'm hearing is you focus on the things you could actually control, or you focus on the people you actually know in real life. You don't
Bro,
give a shit what a stranger has to say.
yeah, bro, my friends fucking shit on my music. And when I see the comments like he has no real friends, no, no, my friends will fucking straight up tell me. They will tell me, dude. Some of them will say it in a nicer way, and then others will just flat out say how they fucking feel.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And when they say like he has no friends or I don't know how his friends let him get away, they support what I'm doing. They just don't like my music, man, and that's okay.
right. They don't gotta support everything.
They don't.
Um, because at first, remember, when I first messaged you, I wasn't sure if you were like a parody or if you were
Yeah.
just figuring out your craft. But obviously, you found what works. As far as like engagement, right? And what is something you want to say to them? This is your chance. Nobody can say shit except BBB can call you homeless. But other than that,
He could call me homeless. What can I say to that? There's. I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm not gonna answer this part. There's something that's satire, but I'm not gonna say it here. I'm not gonna say it up until I hit 50,000 followers. What's satire?
mhm.
But there's something that's satire.
So lyrics that stuck out to me was so damn funny, make the world laugh. So I was like, okay, so he clearly knows what he's doing. He clearly knows the reactions he's getting. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
knew some people were gonna get that, and then others is like, why is he saying that? It was like, oh, we're not laughing with you, we're laughing like, at you, and I'm like,
I think it's subjective because at first I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Right? And then the more I watched, the more I got intrigued, and then I was like, "Oh no, this fucker might be a genius."
no, I'll leave it. I know what I'm doing, bro. My friends
Yeah,
be
you definitely
laughing
do.
because they
You
know,
de- yeah, you definitely
they
do.
know, bro. But no, yeah, bro. I mean, I left it out there for a
So you
clue,
have, yeah,
for
yeah.
them to
So you
like
have,
know I know,
right?
because they think I'm not like self-aware. That's
Mm,
what they think. Well, a lot of them think. Not everyone.
yeah.
So I said that lyric specifically for that reason, so they could understand that I'm aware.
No, I knew like so. Well, obviously, you don't DM everyone, but I knew in the first like couple minutes, I was like, "Oh no, no, this dude's he's normal." You know what I'm saying? Like he's because you have to on Instagram. It's really hard, especially with music, to figure out like who's normal and who might not all be there. Like who might have some disabilities. You know what I'm saying?
Might have some disabilities.
And obviously I know you didn't have disabilities because like I heard your lyrics and I don't think surface level. Like I hear the lyrics
Yeah,
and then
you
I'm
try to
like
think
okay,
deeper.
yeah. Like I said, I listen to The Weekend a lot, and a lot of his shit is he speaks in code. He don't do interviews. He don't do anything. So I'm in tune with listening to lyrics and understanding them. But like the comments and like, oh, ask him if he has a disability. And you know what? You know what I challenge you to do?
What's the challenge?
Challenge challenge your haters to make a song and put it out so they know it's not. It's very similar to like a fat person watching a UFC fight and being like, "Why did he just throw a head kick right there?" So what I would have done is I would have thrown a left hook and a head kick.
Yeah.
Like it's very similar to that. And to me, I feel like at first I wasn't sure, but I feel like your music now, especially your clips, you're doing this to everyone. You're going,
And you
ha
talking about
ha,
my
ha,
latest song.
keep watching.
You talking about Jolt Start.
Yeah, I was aware. I seen it, and I was like, he's doing this to everyone. Cause yeah, like I said, like the reason I kept reaching out because I was very curious as far as who you are and what you're doing. And like I said, in the comment, I mean, in our messages, kind of figured out whatever. So just to be clear, no disability. I'm just fucking with you.
I have ADHD, bro. But
Mhm.
it doesn't
Same,
really
yeah.
it doesn't really
No,
mess with me.
that don't count. That's like a superpower if you use it right.
And creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
I
ADHD,
it
and I'm
did
like,
affect me when I was younger, but as I got older, like the symptoms are
mm,
almost non-existent.
yeah, yeah, same. Like, I remember staring at the teacher, looking him dead in the face, and being like, "Listen, look, you're paying attention. Cool, Ryan. Listen, you're listening. Look, you're listening. Cool, cool, cool." But then you get older, and you realize like you weren't listening at all. You were just arguing with yourself and just telling
You're
yourself to
just
listen.
arguing
But
with yourself.
in return, you're not listening at all. Um, have you had anybody reach out for interviews other than me? Because I know it was hard for you to get the response to respond.
A couple of people, but they're too small.
Yeah.
And not to be messed up or anything like that, but it's like I worked myself up to this point. I'm just not gonna give the opportunity to just anyone if they haven't put in work for it.
Right, and you don't wanna build their platform off you.
Yeah, that too.
And last thing I would wanna do if I was you is be on here with a dickhead.
That too, bro. Some people will be disrespectful. That's why I said when we were messaging too. Like I give respect when it's given. When it's not given, it's probably gonna get left on red, or I'm just not gonna even gonna respond. Cause I know when people are projecting, bro. Like it's
Mhm.
so obvious for me, bro.
Yeah, there's no winning on Instagram, that's for sure.
No, no, bro. It's just gonna keep going back and forth. Time wasted for what? And then the only one that looks like a fool at the end of the day is the person that gave them the time of day.
Yeah, and I I kinda don't wanna say this, but I am gonna say it, but just right now, 'cause I won't post a clip. But what's funny is they're only helping you out. The more they comment, the more they bullshit, the more you get to hit the algorithm.
No, no, I know, bro. And the thing is some of them know, and then they still comment.
Just can't help
And then
it.
some of them
They
will
can't
straight
help
up say like I don't want to hate, but I'm here still commenting. And then other people will say Like we're literally making them go on the algorithm because we're hating so much. So it's like people know. Yo, you there, brother?
I'm here. I'm here.
But people
I was
know,
check.
bro. Like
Mhm.
at least the people that are aware, they know. And there's a decent amount of people that are aware. There might not be super aware, but they're aware, bro. Not that not there's some people that are not that smart, bro, but I think for the most part, most of the haters at least have some sort of intelligence, bro. You're not dumb.
Yeah, but
Most of
common
them.
sense is common sense is at an all-time low.
Uh, it is.
You
It is. I I, I blame TikTok.
so what's your yeah, that's a fact. What's your musical like how to say it? What's your process? Like what's your process? Do you write? Do you just freestyle? Are you in the studio? Like do you have your own setup? Like how
Yeah, I have my own little setup, bro. I don't spend money on studio time like some people think. I actually
yeah.
have like my own little setup. It's not a very expensive setup. I've only spent like close to 2,000.
Mhm. Yeah, more than I put
Actually, no,
into my
I
stuff so
spent I
far.
spent like 2,600. Like around 2,600 I spent.
So how
Usually
do
I
you go
just have
about
like have Logic Pro.
mm,
I load up my producer's beat on it. I write to the beat, whatever comes to my head usually. Or sometimes I
yeah,
think it out. But if I have like a line that's in my head, bro, I just write it out on instant.
what like how do you go about beat selections? Do you have like a like are you picking YouTube beats? Are you picking beats that a friend of yours
No,
makes?
no,
Like
no, 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 no. I just pick it all from my producer. I go through
oh,
his
got you.
selection, and he, I
Oh,
mean, now
cool.
he
Okay.
knows what I like. So like, he'll send me like certain beats. But back then, I would go through like his whole catalog, and I'll take a listen. I'll take my time with it, and then some of them are actually custom made.
Got you. And one of the questions they wanted me to ask you is why are you alive still?
What?
And I have the answer for you. I have the answer for you. It's to make other people hate themselves.
You said, "Why
I
am I
feel
still alive?" That's funny, bro.
I feel like uh I feel like a lot of people they're so insecure that they like you said they project
Yeah,
and
yeah, they project, bro.
they're so used to being like trying to stay out of the like you know stay hidden that when there's someone like you who is charismatic and don't give a fuck and are gonna do what you want to do regardless of what they have to say, it really fucking bothers people.
That's
And
why
the
they keep
reality,
bouncing, bro.
and the reality of it is I feel like most of those people, if they ran into you in person, it would be a whole different energy.
Oh yeah, there's already been 5.
Yeah, and they'd be like, hey, I love your Instagram, blah blah
That
blah.
was
But they're
that
probably
was like one person. Um, and then the couple other ones just looked at me.
like they recognize you, but they weren't sure.
No, no, they knew me, bro, because they kept looking at
Uh,
me, and I just gave them a death stare because I already knew who commented and who didn't.
Yeah, because I'll choose which comments to respond to, but I'm one of those people like I'm so mentally tough and I'm so used to. I grew up with nothing but brothers, so all we did was talk shit. Especially, especially with crooked teeth like mine. Like I just give so I had to
Yeah.
and I grew up the white kid. I grew up the white boy in the group. So as far as the comments, people be like you getting mad, blah blah. Like no, brother, it's called a rebuttal, it's called a comeback. Because I'm a comedian, so I'll sit there and just fuck with people all day long, and I can't help it. And then people are like, "Why are you getting so mad?" I'm like, "How the fuck am I mad? Like, I'm literally making fun of you just because it's funny." But with you, I feel like I definitely know I could, hear the lyrics and stuff like that. And I could hear the shots that you're taking at people. What and so because you've hit a million, what 3 times? You hit a million 3 times on your
Yeah,
videos,
it's been 3 times that I've hit it a million. There's like another video or 2 videos that are like close to there. They're like 700, 800,000 right now.
and then so because you said you started like last March, last May, right, for music,
Yeah, so yeah, it's like March, and then it went like my first video that hit over 100,000 was May. Yeah, it was like
and
beginning of May, I think.
when did you feel like you felt like you had your footing? Like, oh, I know, like, I know I asked this, but like more in depth. Like, when did you be like, oh, I'm not stopping immediately?
I think so, bro.
You seem like the
I
type.
and the reason why I say that, bro, is because when I released my first song, I was getting like 5,000, 8,000 views, and I wasn't getting those views before. So I was just like, oh, I think I found it. Because even if it's like 5,000, 8,000 views, dude, that's still like a decent amount. Like most people don't get that, you know? And if it's like
No, for sure.
consistent too. So like once I saw that, that's when I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta keep going. Another thing too, it's like I've been wanting to make music for like quite some time, bro. I was looking at an older message like I think it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, and it literally said like one of my acquaintances, he's not a friend anymore, told me you should hop in the studio. This was like 2020, bro.
Damn.
I was like, I was just afraid, you know? I was just afraid. And then when I decided to, I'm gonna do it, I told people that I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna, pack myself and then just backtrace to what I was doing before and then just keep failing.
Right.
I'm gonna do this instead. I ended up doing it. I was super scared because the first time I actually did my song, I didn't have a studio. I actually had to go pay for studio time.
Mm.
And dude, when I'm telling you, I was shitting bricks, bro. Like I was shitting bricks, dude. I was so fucking nervous, bro.
Yeah, no, I know the feeling. So I used to think I want, like, you know what? I'll make a song, and then I put the headphones on and got in the studio, and I was like, uh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. And like, I've fought in front of thousands of people. I've, I played sports at a high level like all my life growing up. That's how I got out of the ghetto as a kid. Like I would go
Yeah, yeah, I
to,
saw that.
yeah, I'd go
I
to
saw that.
LA, I'd go to New York as a little kid, and then I'd go right back to the hood. Um, but as far as Inglewood goes, because like I said, I just spent a couple days out there, um, in February, I think. I don't know. I got a lot going on, so I think in February. So Inglewood was trippy because it was like it looked like a good area, but you could tell that certain areas was not.
Yeah, certain areas are still ghetto.
Yeah,
It used to be a lot more ghetto before the gentrification started occurring. These past couple years.
and you're born and raised from Inglewood.
Right now it's a lot more safer than what it was back then because they used to call my alley the death alley,
Mm,
and nothing bad has happened in like the past couple of years.
that's good.
So that's just like it goes to show the difference of where the city is like heading. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure the football teams helped as far as like bringing money to the city.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because where I stayed at was I was by the LAX,
yeah. You
right
talking about
there.
guess I'm a ram with all this cash.
Classic.
Oh man.
Yeah. And so, man, I'm not like I don't know why, but I feel like sooner or later you're gonna be on No Jumper. Like I think you're gonna be undeniable to the point where they have to like, all right, what's going on here? Because it threw me off because I had like I was gonna come to this interview as like a comedic approach, because I do
Yeah.
comedy like a lot. Like I've hit 10 million on comedy videos. I've hit stuff like that. But like I told you, I'm a genuine person, and when someone's genuine, I treat them how they treat me. And if they're respectful, I'm respectful. So I know the interview, like I had threw me for a curveball because I had this whole setup because I didn't
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you were a parody, I wasn't sure if you were a troll, and now my actual you know observations are you're just a little bit of everything. Like you're doing it seriously, but you're also a little bit of a troll. You also like you know what you're doing. And it's funny too because I now that I like know you a little bit more, it's even funnier reading the comments.
What are some other questions you got for me, bro?
How were you growing up? Like, how were you growing up? What kind of school did you go to?
I went to a normal elementary, bro. It wasn't like a ghetto elementary or anything like that. I mean, like my upbringing wasn't that rough, bro. I mean, like my family's like we're never middle class, right? So I kind of lived in poverty, not like over poverty, but like just like that baseline, bro, where it's like I could get some things like here and there, and we're not like struggling to eat sort of thing, you know? Like we have food and I could get things once in a while.
And I know you mentioned you said you had a brother. So how many siblings do you have?
I only have one brother. I have an older brother, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have.
he's turning 40 this year.
Mm,
He's turning 40. So he already has two kids, my niece and my nephew.
got you. Yeah, yeah. I have a 15-year-old, so I started young. I had my first kid right out of high school.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, because I
I
seen
I
a
I had a somewhat easy childhood, bro. I mean, my parents they're very loving.
uh,
There's times where they weren't so much, you know, when I was a
mhm,
brat. But for the most part, they supported what I've done.
yeah,
Sometimes they didn't understand, especially like the social media stuff. For a very long time, they didn't understand, and now they understand. Where it's like they're like supporting me as much as they can, in that sort of regard.
yeah. I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like people, and I'm not projecting on you, just in general. I know a lot of people like they're almost like embarrassed to say like I had a good childhood. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to have. Means your parents fucking did okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I shouldn't say it was a good childhood. I had okay. You know, I had like uh,
Well, being that you had
I had my
ADHD.
lows, bro. Like you know, like
Mhm,
yeah, like you know, like my. And when it came to that regard, I love my parents and all, but I didn't get that much respect when it came to that sort of stuff. You know, like growing up with ADHD and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
I got disrespected a lot by my
is
parents here and there. You
so
know, and
on
I
a
mean, I mean, I understand from their perspective. But at the same time, I feel like they were just projecting certain things.
mhm. So, speaking of respect, because I'm very big on respect. Like I said, I grew up the little white boy in the neighborhood, so like I feel like I had to do extra to get my respect. Does that how does that affect you as far as your does it help you now that you're an adult? Do you demand respect? Do you like
I
are
don't
the
care. Like I mean,
that's
like I want.
that's the two ways it goes though. That's the two ways it goes. You either go to where like, you know what, fuck people, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna do me, or you end up caring so much that all you want is
You're a people
respect to the
pleaser.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a people
exactly.
pleaser. You know, and I used
Exactly.
to. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie to you, bro. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to want like respect from people. I used to want everyone to like me. But you know, like through these past like my growth of these past 3 years that I've gone through, bro, and all the like trauma I had to go through, I don't fucking care, bro. Like as long as like I have the respect from people that I love, I could care less.
And that's what it is. And to be and like on a more serious note, that's what it's when I first started doing this media stuff was like last coincidentally last May, right? And then my friend was pushing me to do it more and more because of just my charisma and all that shit, right? But despite the way I look, I couldn't do it earlier because I was doing street shit, and I didn't want to make myself known while I'm sitting here doing what I was doing. You know what I mean?
I
And
understand.
but when I got stabbed, I've been in therapy and I've had like 7 psychiatrists in the last year. I've been last 2 or 3 years, and I really learned to understand myself. So it kind of helped me when it comes to being secure. So like, no comments can say anything that's gonna piss me off. And if they do piss me off, those are typically the ones I ignore. Like if they actually like get a reaction out of me, I'll just ignore those ones. Now but I feel like a lot of the what you explain as your childhood helps you when it comes to your comment section. It helps you when it comes to social media. And like what you said is something I live by. As long as the people you
I mean,
love
I can see
love you.
why you would have that perspective that like my upbringing like helped me like get to this point. Yes and no,
Mhm,
bro, because of my upbringing, I had a lot of doubt within myself.
which is
Um,
normal.
and I became a people pleaser. And I undoed the people pleasing for like the majority of the part. Most for the most part, bro. I'd say like 85%. Like it's done compared to what it was. The doubt I'm still working on. I'm like 50% there, you know? But like it, you know, I see I could understand why you would say that, but that shit fucked me up a little bit. Like my upbringing.
No, no, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you've seen that what I wrote, like what I wrote you, like what I wrote, and as far as going in my book. So, but what I mean, because a lot of times when you get older, and because I the way I am is I remember every little thing. I may not have comprehended it, but I remembered every little thing. So as far when my comprehension got better, it was like putting the puzzle pieces together, and it kind of helped me form a thicker skin as far as like not giving a fuck. But I don't get nearly as much hate as you. I get more positivity than I get negativity. However, I don't put myself out there the way you do, which is gangster, by the way.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like we're both on a little bit of sleep. I feel like we could I could like I said, you being like a likable person made like I had to switch up my whole stilo as far as the interview because I like I said I was gonna come into this as like comedy and like that's why I asked you, are you gonna be in character or are you gonna be yourself? Remember when I asked you that?
Yeah. I was like, I'm just
That's
being myself, bro.
mm,
Like usually, like I have a bit more energy, but for the most part, this is how I usually act, bro. I
yeah,
can be funny
yeah,
sometimes when I feel like it. Other times, like, dude, I just feel like talking normal, bro. This is one of the cases where it's like, well, you're asking me questions. I don't want to like add a comedic spin to it, bro, because it's just not
right.
totally
It's not
me.
genuine.
You
Yeah, it
know
wouldn't be genuine.
exactly. And I don't like acting like someone I'm not, bro. And that's like
No,
one thing about me. I fucking hate it, bro. Ooh, you're like,
but like with
you're like, hold on.
can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you.
Good. Can you hear
Yeah, I
so?
can hear you now. I
Yeah.
can hear
Okay.
you.
Cool. Because I put my phone on the charger. So like I have two cousins. One passed away, but the other type of person, they're what you would call a fake chameleon. So like no matter who they hang out with, they're going to project their personality on themselves.
Yeah.
However, it is the worst kind of mentality to have to where you're trying to please everybody to the point where you don't please yourself. And it's like that's good that you did that because I feel like there's more of the population who doesn't do that. Like they're still trying to please people right now in their 40s and their 50s.
You just
So
don't
out
end
of
up
all,
happy being that way.
no, you don't.
You end up being depressed at some given point in time. It might take like a
You
year,
lose,
might take a couple
yeah.
years, might take even 10, 15 years, but at some point, bro, you're gonna go through that crisis where it's like,
Mhm.
oh damn, man, I've done this for all these people. What have I done for myself?
Right, and you end up losing yourself, and then you have to spend time to find yourself again.
And that's a waste of time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like
Um,
time spent that should have
I'm
been used for something else.
yeah. I know you're a little bit on low sleep. I feel like
I mean,
you
I'm
got
fine,
the
bro. I'm gonna be up for the
yeah.
rest of the day, bro. Like
Me too. I have no
I got
choice.
I got a call earlier, and like that call woke me up, and so now I'm just like can't even go to sleep, bro.
So what do you? Are you the type
Unfortunately.
to? Are you the type to be at work and just freestyling in your head all day?
You're curious about that, huh, bro?
I'm curious. I'm really curious about the music because, like the whole
Well, I shouldn't say I rap at work, bro. I sing and I freestyle sing sometimes. And if I don't, then I sing lyrics from songs that I like.
is rap your favorite genre?
I think so, yeah. I think it is. I think it is because I listen to rap a lot more than I listen to pop.
Would you be? Are you gonna experiment with other genres of music, or is it purely rap?
I mean, I've done like two singles on pop. I'm actually gonna have another single on pop, hopefully come out the ending of this month. Since I've been actually getting singing lessons from an actual vocal coach. So
Nice.
I'm actually
You feel
trying
like
to
it?
get better on that.
Um. So what you're saying is we're gonna have a Instagram clip of you rapping and singing sooner or later on the same song, right?
Oh, actually, I do have a song where I'm like melodic rapping, bro, and then just normal rapping. Not
Bro,
perfected,
I'm
bro, of course, dude, because I'm still trying to develop my
yeah.
flow, you know? So
Please
it's
do
not
me
like smooth, bro, but
yeah,
it's
please do me a favor.
what's up?
Make a drill song.
Drill song.
I promise you, man. I promise you, it's gonna go even higher.
Drill
Make it
song, bro.
make a
My
drill
producer kept telling me to make one, bro.
make a drill song with the hardest drill beat you could find. And I promise you, it's gonna be gold. I'm a
You-
comedic writer, so So like I promise you, it's gonna be gold. Nobody wants to admit it, but we all want a drill song from Ethan.
Bro, you killed me with that, bro.
And we're not talking Lil Durk. We're not talking Lil Durk drill music. I want
Oh man.
gutter. I'm talking uh bloodhound.
Bloodhounds.
I'm talking well, you got I forget you're from Inglewood. There's different bloodhounds. I'm talking about the bloodhounds from Chicago. Uh like old school drill music, not the melodic shit. Just go hard. Just diss all your haters.
This, you know, is one thing, bro. I don't like dissing people. There's just that
It's
that
good.
one song. It was just that one song, bro. I was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
fucking
I
be
mean,
on beat on this song. and,
yeah.
and
To your
that's where
credit though,
I just didn't have my flow like as developed, but I was on beat on
yeah.
they hate when you're gaining popularity. Yeah, going up. My song, bro. That was like the first song where I was actually on beat. And
And
then I
I gotta
dissed him. I
commend
dissed him a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
yeah.
If you hear my second verse of the song, bro, I'm just like fucking being comedic on that verse, bro. It's talking mean shit, bro.
Fucking cause with the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I just want to credit you on that kind of mentality because I'm a very they say like eye for an eye will leave the world blind or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, well I'm the type that will be blind then. Like so like I commend you
yeah,
on that. But you really get you will receive the like in real life and real, you will receive the energy you put out into the world. If you put out, if you're so over there talking shit to everybody, you're gonna get that shit back. If you're
yeah,
mean mugging everybody, you're gonna get it back. If you're acting like a killer, you're gonna run into a
yeah,
killer. Like you're gonna run into whatever you project, basically. But so that's respectable. But
yeah, bro.
I
I don't like like I don't like being mean to people, especially when they did nothing to get that treatment. I don't like dissing. Like I just did it just to be funny that one time, and then they got mad, bro. I kept hitting views on that song for that reason.
mhm,
But besides that, bro, like I'm probably not gonna do that again, bro. Like it's
yeah,
funny, bro, but I just feel like it's fucked up, you know.
you gotta do the drill music, bro. You got it. At least one song. I might pay you to do it.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
make a clip. I'm gonna make a clip out of this conversation of like who wants to hear a drill song from Ethan.
drill song, bro. Dude, I know Justin will be happy if he hears that.
Yeah,
That's what he brought it up
I
to
just
me.
feel like with the algorithm you have, with the people you have in your comments, like I could just see like you doing a drill song and then just hopping out. Like the little bob they do, like right, it's
Yeah.
like and then just people just like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like they have to hear it. It'll be great. And I feel like with the type of content you have, your lyrics, I think would kind of make sense on a drill beat. As far as because you're talking to people, you're talking at people. You may not be dissing everybody, but you're in a sense responding to people. So I feel like a drill beat might give you a little bit different thought process artistically.
Yeah, every beat does, bro, believe it or not. Even if it like my melody is different too. Every single time I hop on a new beat,
We got to
my
get you on a
voice
song with
changes.
Blueface.
Blueface, bro, he's off beat. Why do they say that, bro? They always say he's off beat. I've never listened to his music.
He's
Wow.
super off. Like it really like when Blueface talk like raps. There's a couple like there's like a song or two that are actually decent, but when he talks, he just like whatever the beat is, he's just not riding the wave at all.
But he
He
just
just kind of
like writes bars and then he just says it and then like he's just not like on a tempo.
yeah, he's on his own tempo that has nothing to do with the beat.
He's doing his own shit, bro. And I mean, look where he's at right now, you know?
Yeah, I'll send
People
you the
might
clip.
hate, bro, but fuck, bro. He's doing him, dude. At the end of the
Yeah,
day.
Tatiana did a lot to him. I'm very musically inclined, so that's why that's kind of how you ended up on my algorithm.
Yeah.
I fuck with music a lot. Um,
That's all I
But
listen
I'm
to
not
all
gonna.
day, bro. That's why I don't watch TV. I listen to music
Yeah,
damn
I
near
don't.
all day if I'm not
Yeah,
working.
it's either YouTube. Yeah, either YouTube or music. But man, I don't know why, but something tells me you're gonna end up on No Jumper sooner or later.
No jumper, bro.
I think Adam, when he comes across you, he's gonna be intrigued and want to know. Um, but also we should do this again soon. And let me be a little bit more prepared. Let me study your music a little bit more so I could have a little bit because I kind of gave you the same format as I was giving everyone else, but it does make sense to like figure out who you are. I'm more important. Like what I like doing for my interviews is I like figuring out who
Yeah.
people are. It doesn't always have to be, you know, about drama. It doesn't always have to be about comedy. It doesn't always have to be about, you know, fucking around. I really like to know what made you you, and I feel like I got that for the most part. And
Is there like any lyrics you want to know, bro? That I could literally give you what it actually is, bro. Like any lyric, bro. This is your one chance because I know my haters want to know, bro.
I'm I'm
I
playing in my
know.
head. I'm playing it in my head right now. Give me one. Give me 1 second. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Give me 1 second.
you're gonna look through the
We're
lyrics.
gonna go. Well, I'm gonna ask you. Yep, I'm gonna ask you some of these questions.
Okay, this is your one shot, bro. Because I'm not gonna make a video on it.
I'm looking for the my comment where I asked what
Yeah.
questions. So that's all I'm doing.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, all right. There was one question that I really, really was curious about from somebody else to ask. What are your three collab wishes? Like your dream collabs?
Dream collabs, bro. That's a good one. Russ.
Yeah, a couple of people in your comments actually had really good
Yeah.
questions.
I'd say Russ, Alec Benjamin, and Jack Harlow.
It's different. As far as like them three together, I mean, what is your end goal in music? Like what in a perfect world for you, where does this end or what do you reach?
That's a very good question, bro. That is a very, very good question.
I could get some good questions when I think about it.
My end goal with music. We'll get good enough to the point where people dance to it. People get inspiration from it. Inspiration to the point where they don't care and they'll actually end up chasing after their dreams instead of being scared. And have enough musical influence that I could turn it over to businesses.
And you know what you said too, because the world is scared. They're scared to put themselves out there. They're everyone's scared of failing. And what I respect you about is you didn't give a fuck. You're like, this is what because like I said, I thought it was a parody at first. I thought you were just fucking around and whatever. But what happened is like, no, I enjoy this. I don't care what you think. I'm gonna do me. And I feel like there's a lot of therapeutic value to that. And I feel like there's a lot of people who can learn from that, and like not to like kiss your ass and shit, but in a real way, because a lot of people are so insecure that to the point where they're never gonna follow their dreams. They're gonna go work at McDonald's. They're just gonna do their 9 to 5, and they're gonna dream about how they wish they were on TV or they wish they were an actor. but they're never gonna chase those dreams. And you like you've been in the music game for about a year, and you've already had 20K followers. Like, there's no way you get worse. You're only gonna get better. I feel like the only way people get worse when it comes to music is drugs, that type shit. And like, because I feel like drugs helps artists go here, and then they, as far as the mental capacity, right? What so what's your end goal of you know having people dance to it and stuff like that? Do you see yourself going pop?
Oh, 100%, bro.
Because you
Definitely
have
pop. Like that's why I'm taking vocal lessons with the actual instructor for that exact reason. So I'm actually able to sing and be able to perform in a way that people want to dance to it and actually vibe with it to the point where they're happy hearing it. You know, that's literally what I want.
because your energy, you're like it seems like just pop to me, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean like as far as your like well your energy, like self-explanatory. As far as like and also your beat, I think it might be your beat selections that made me ask that question.
Why do you say that? Like in terms of beats,
Some of those beats they're kind of poppy-ish. I feel like I can hear it on the radio. As far as like the beat, they're not very
there's only
dark.
like there's only two songs that are like purely pop. Like when it comes to beats, and one of them was actually a hip hop and rap song, but I used the pop beat.
Mm. What what singers do you listen to outside like what outside of rap? What singers like when you how you said you're taking vocal lessons, you're doing stuff like that. What inspired you to do that? Like what music or what artists did that? What are some of your pop influences? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Alec Benjamin, flat out, bro. Like I listen to that dude like a lot, a lot, a lot.
That's your
Like,
go-to.
yeah, that's my go-to guy. Him and Drake be hitting like some clean lines too, bro. When he be singing, it'd be dope,
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah, I personally think Drake. I enjoy Drake probably better as a singer, especially in his in like earlier years when he would sing a little bit more. I think like that song "No Guidance" with Chris Brown. Like I feel like Drake does his thing on it. I feel like he sings well on it. Um, Drake gets a lot of hate, but I think it's one of those things where when you're so good, they're gonna hate you. Same thing, like for as much people who love Michael Jordan, there's even more who hate him. There's much people who love Kobe Bryant. There's even more who hated him because that's what greatness does to you. Um, try. Somebody wanted me to ask you what's your ASVAB score. I don't even know what the fuck that means, to be honest with you.
He's talking about military score. He's talking about, if I'm
Mm,
not mistaken, I think that's the test that I took. And dude, that was so many fucking years ago, bro. I think it was a 54, and that's because I trashed math, bro. I'm like fucking garbage at math. The only like math that I'm like good at is simple math, bro. Anything after
mm.
that, bro, I'm like terrible, bro.
Yeah, I used to sell
Terrible,
drugs, so I
bro.
got really good at math.
You said what happened?
We used to, I used to sell drugs, so I got really, really good at math.
This guy said drugs help you to get good at math.
They do. I promise you,
Oh man.
if you're selling good enough, you have to do math
Yeah.
because you're gonna have into
Yeah.
fractions, all types of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I got a 54. Not the worst, not the best.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I
retarded,
think
so
the
I don't even
highest
know
I
what
think
that.
is 99 or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. But like the people that I knew that I actually got a 99, bro, they all took it in the recruiter's office, bro. That shit was crazy. Or they'll take it. I think one person I knew took it home, bro, and did his test at home.
And so one of the guys, the same guy who wrote, who asked about your end goal, he was the one who put that idea in me. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna act like that was mine. He said that he scrolled down your content and there's quality content, which to me I feel like people they have their idea of what quality content is,
Yeah.
and there's nothing, and they're not going to go outside that box. I see quality content, and your views show that. Is he So he's wondering if you're going to get back to that content. I'm not sure what he's referring to, but
Yeah, he's talking about my fitness content. I'm
got you,
definitely
got
going
you.
to at some point, and it goes back to the question that you asked me earlier. What's my end goal? So I'm like having phases to these things that I'm doing currently right now. I'm like laying it out. This isn't just like out my ass sort of shit, bro. Like I'm being
Right,
very
and I,
calculated about this.
yeah, and you have to be, because I feel like when I wasn't, like nothing was hitting. When you're being very calculated, like it really fucking you have to. It's mandatory to be calculated. So what I'm hearing to you is you're using your music, you're doing what you're gonna do, you're gonna build your platform, and then you're gonna expand and start doing, other things to, because it's harder to
Other
how
things
do I
that I
word
either
this?
failed at to actually make succeed this time, and things
Right,
I never
right,
started because I didn't have the audience for it.
right. Yeah, so you're
And
you're
it's not to
building your
say
whole
that it's just like I'm gonna sell stupid shit. You
mm-mm,
know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like
You
if
don't
I'm
come
gonna sell
across as that
something,
guy.
it's gonna be something that's beneficial for the person, not something that
Right,
causes harm.
right. So at the end of the day, it goes back to you saying like your end goal is to have businesses. Your end goal is to have, you know, be a career at the end of the day. And yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because I gotta make sure these sick kids aren't dying in there. But we should do it. We should do it again because I'm gonna come back with a whole real proper list of questions. Like I said, you being as genuine as you were, it threw me off in the sense of like my energy I was gonna bring to the discussion, right? It actually made me second guess myself because I was gonna troll a couple other people who make music, but their music is horrible. Like I see where you're going with this, but like I can see what you're doing, right? But like their music, it's like, oh no, stop doing that. Like
who, who, who are you talking about at that point,
I'll
bro? Who are
I'll
these?
send it
Who
to
are
you.
these artists?
I'll send it to you. So this guy is the reason I found you.
Who?
I don't know. It's like a rock guy. He's like the lyrics are like, "You always see me as a junkie." Well, no. You always see me as a junkie. That's why I'll always see me as ugly. Shut the fuck up. Something, something, something. Shut the fuck up. Like
I,
the lyrics don't even. It it's bad. But he seems like he takes himself very seriously
yeah.
in a very odd way. So I can't help but want to fuck with that guy.
Dude, I've never heard that. I have to
Yeah,
see this, bro. You have to send this to me,
I'll
bro.
find it. I'll find it. I'll find
Like
it
the
for you. Like
only
I
the
said,
only artists that I've seen, bro, that are like I don't know if have you seen Kevin Turney?
I don't recognize the name.
It was like we were high school sweethearts. You never heard that song?
Mm-mm.
No, dude.
Right now,
It's
right now,
honestly, bro. It sounds good, bro. I think it's just the lyrics, bro. But it sounds good, bro. I like his voice, bro. Like he knows how to sing, bro.
right now, I got you on that. Well, first it was that guy, and because I like those videos, we
Yeah,
started like then you popped up, and then obviously you're much bigger than all of them as far as your platform. And then there is this one kid. He has like a very deep voice, and you can tell he's influenced by Eminem by his lyrics, like
yeah,
his rhyme scheme. But he
yeah.
has like a Native American deep voice.
Native
I am
American.
dancing. Yeah, he looks white, but being from Arizona, he's probably mixed.
Yeah,
But he has that like straight like chief, so
yeah.
it just doesn't go together.
Dude,
Doesn't
I
go
gotta hear
together.
that voice too, bro. That
Yeah, it
intrigues
doesn't
me,
go.
bro.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. It doesn't go together with his rap. Like to me, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, why aren't you singing country or something?
Why are you singing country?
Because he has that voice though. He
Yeah,
he has that voice, blah blah blah. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like it just doesn't. It doesn't. At least for my
yeah.
liking, it doesn't correlate with rap. But with him, I seen him and he seemed like I don't he seemed like a nice kid, so I couldn't
Yeah,
do it to him. I have a heart.
yeah.
I'm the one, like I told you, I treat people how they treat me. If you act like an arrogant troll, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
treat
remember you
you.
told me you were like, bro, I thought of you like you're probably egotistical or like a shithead. He told me that,
Yeah.
but I'm like, no, I'm like far from that, bro. Like
Well, yeah, no, I
people,
couldn't tell
and
if
no,
you
and
were
a lot of people think that though too, bro. They think I'm like
delusional,
yeah,
arrogant,
delusional is like I think the most popular one. Yeah,
but that's
delusional for
because of
sure.
what there's. But there's so many delusional people on Instagram. There's so many delusional people on social media. Like I knew it. Like I psychology is my shit. Like like I said, as far as like manipulation, as far as narcissists, I had to learn how to fucking decipher the Da Vinci
Yeah,
Code just to get answers out of my parents. So so with you, I knew right away. Like I was like, oh no, this guy's cool. Like he's just doing his thing and he just knows what he's doing. Um, but there's other people who I'm just like, mm-mm, I don't like them.
that's
Cause
just
like
how it is in
I,
this
ne-
world, bro.
yeah, I never got that vibe from you. Like I was like, oh, like I would tell my girl like, oh no, this guy's funny. I like I see what you're doing. Like I said in the messages, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and I just wanted to hear it more in context. But there's like I said, there's that one where he goes, it's the same guy that's like, you always see me as a junkie. He's the same guy that sings, I used to think that I was gay, but I knew that I was straight. And I'm like, because
That's some crazy stuff, no?
yeah,
Some crazy
and
lyrics.
then yeah, and then like he has songs about like get your hands off my junk. So I'm assuming he was molested. However, it doesn't help the music be any better.
Yeah, that's
Because someone in the comment section said, I'm sorry that happened to you, but your song sucks. And I was like,
that was a very strange way to put it. That was too
mm-hmm.
upfront
I'm
instead of
very blunt.
yeah, I was too upfront,
Yeah.
especially for a song. And something I learned too is like sometimes you can't be too upfront in your lyrics.
Nah, that's
I thought
you
I've been
have
trying to be
to.
more well, I've gotten better at being more poetic with my lyrics as the songs like these probably
Do you
like these
write
past
poetry?
two songs, I've gotten like a lot more poetic, trying to paint a
Do you
picture in a
write?
person's head.
Yeah. Do you write poetry?
I used to when I was younger. I used to when I
What do
was
you know
like
about
19, 20. Hmm?
what do you know about Tupac?
Tupac. You want to hear something fucking crazy, bro? I've only listened to like two of his songs. I know he wrote. He had like I think it was like a man. We read it in school. It was a poem he did. We read it in
Yeah.
school, man.
The
It was
rose that
in
grew from the
ninth grade.
concrete.
Yeah,
Was it the
there we
rose?
go. Yeah, it was in ninth grade when we read it, man. But
Tupac raised me.
I don't really listen to him. But I mean, like I've seen videos and stuff like that.
I'm gonna send you some songs because Tupac is one of those people who are very diverse in his lyrical content. So some songs are obviously hit him up, you know, fuck you clicking, blah 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 blah, just straight diss song. But a lot of his music is poetry. A lot of his music is poetry on a beat. There's a because like I feel like and the reason I asked about Tupac obviously is because like he's among the greatest, but also as far as like being able to educate you as far as lyrical content, as far as poetry, as far as rhyme scheme, like those people he was more passionate than lyrical, if that makes sense. To where he was probably more lyrical than passionate, if that something you asked me and it made me think of Tupac. I mean, there's something you said and it made me think of Tupac. I'm trying to remember
Being
exactly what it was.
poetic,
Being poetic, yeah, that's
like
what it
writing
was.
my
That's
bars more
exactly what it was.
poetically than like your typical rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then yeah, and I'm just curious to see. I'm curious to know what your thoughts would be if you like listen to the different varieties of Tupac's music.
No, yeah, I haven't listened to him. I got told even by my other rapper homie. I actually collabed with him on my pop song. Like, he was rapping. Um, yeah, he told me to listen. I didn't listen though.
I feel like the younger generation, you guys, they don't know enough about Tupac other than what is on the internet, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But as far as like He was a very poetic person.
Yeah.
He was raised by Black Panthers and all that stuff. There's a good documentary on FX about Tupac and his mom and stuff like that. But he was
I
one of those
grew up I
people
grew up
who like
listening to Eminem because of my brother and a little bit of Lil Wayne, but mostly Eminem.
some of your rhyme scheme is like Eminem-ish as far as like there. I would have to go back and listen to it, but to find whatever. But I could see the Eminem influence for sure. But with that being said, brother, I've had you here for an hour.
That's been
Um,
an hour and
I,
5 minutes, bro.
yeah, I think we should in a few weeks or something, maybe run this back too, if you have
Definitely,
time.
bro. And then you have
And then
more
I'll
questions.
come a little bit and then I'll come a little bit more correct as far as the questioning and stuff like that.
Okay.
I went from interviewing very serious people and very like as far as like my last two interviews was a professional boxing coach, a UFC fighter. So kind of I gotta learn. I'm still figuring out getting my feet wet as well. But there's definitely these things I'm gonna go to your page and find, and I'm gonna write down the questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
But I
So,
appreciate your time. Is there anything you want to promote or anything you would like to say?
I mean, just not much. I said what I had to say. I don't think I
Yeah,
would say anything more than that. I mean, but like,
and then
as for the questions and stuff like that, I mean, I said what I wanted to say without giving out
right.
too much, overly too
Yeah,
much.
that's what I noticed too. Is like I don't wanna what's the word I'm looking for? Blow your cover. And I'm
I
not
mean,
saying you have it
or
covered, but
no, I
and
don't have it covered because if like people are like actually like look through the comments, sometimes I'll flat out like give out. It's not like me writing the actual music isn't satire.
yeah,
Like
here's
if
what I
you
was
really like look,
here, not
but that's the thing. I don't want to give it out to people. I want them to
yeah,
look. It's like work for it
exactly.
instead of being fucking lazy. Yeah.
That's what I said. Not blowing your cover, but I didn't want to. Oh, fuck, I just had the word again. This is the cons of ADHD. They come in your head and they go away. But like not blow your cover, but like for example, like I said, the weekend he doesn't do interviews because he wants to tell a story in the music. So there, I didn't want and there's a part of that that's with you. You'd rather use your lyrics and tell your story, tell what's going on, than rather answer a question and make the lyrics. Like
Yeah.
if I ask the wrong question and you answer it, it might take away from the lyrics. So
And they'll stop questioning, bro. Well, they might
right,
say
right,
something
right. So
else too, bro. Because they
yeah,
always say something else too. They comment still even after they know the answer, which is like another thing I've noticed too. So I mean, like it's yes and no, bro. Because like some of the people that I have on there, bro, they just want to comment, bro, whether they know the answer to it or not.
that's what they do. They're probably doing hate comments 24/7 on everybody's page.
I think so too. I've seen some of the same people in like other people's pages, bro.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
just like
miserable.
if you have time for that, bro, I just like
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what to
brother
tell you, you know.
facts. And then but I'm gonna send you those people's pages so you can hear their music.
All right, bro.
All right,
But I
all
enjoy
right.
all sorts of music, bro. But that's kind of
Nah, it's a little
that's a
much.
little crazy, bro. Some of those lyrics, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It comes off as like insane rather than music.
I mean, some of those people too, bro. I've noticed there's been like a wave of people now. They're just making it because they think that bad music is gonna blow them up. When in reality, bro, there's a reason why some of them still don't have that many followers and stuff.
Right. You kind of have to have the total package.
Yeah,
Whether like, cause like yeah, you have your music, you have your haters, but you also have the charisma. Where a lot of people are lacking charisma. And just because you write something down on on a paper doesn't mean you should sing it.
that's true too.
Yeah. And I'm referring to the guy that whole he put his hand on my junk. Like that
Dude,
guy.
dude, I'm telling you that lyric right there, bro. That's I don't know why I don't know why you put it that way, bro. That's too upfront, dude.
Yeah, cause
Especially for
like
a song.
yeah, because you can't tell by my energy. Like I'm the type of person. I have so many different friends. I got friends who are gangbangers. I got friends who are actual killers. Who are doing life and like my close friends, right? I got friends who are athletes. I got friends who uh are gay. I got so like even I showed like my friend who's gay and he was like even like
That's what I'm telling you, but like that's just like too. It's too upfront, bro. Like I
That
would put it
comment
a
was
different
so
way.
perfect. That comment was so perfect. Where he's like, "I'm sorry this happened to you, but the song sucks."
It just like pops up in your head when you're like hear like the
Yeah.
lyric, and so you're just like,
Hmm. So trust
that's
me,
freaking
it could be
funny,
worse.
dude.
But yeah, I'm gonna send those to you right now before I forget. But I'm gonna let you go,
All right,
bro.
man.
I'm gonna go.
All right, take care, brother.
I
Thank you for
Yep, I appreciate it.
interviewing
I
me and
hope this
stuff.
was enjoyable. Yep.
It was enjoyable while I'm tired, bro. I'll tell you that,
Yeah,
bro.
me.
Next time though, bro, I'll make sure I have some sleep, bro. You'll see
Yeah,
me a
yeah.
bit
We'll
more
make
energetic
sure.
than right now.
Yeah, and also too, like I said, my brain will be on too because I'm over here surviving on this right now.
Red Bull, bro. And get
Yeah,
yourself some coffee,
my
bro.
my morning started off with my son missing the bus, so instead of sleeping, I had to take his ass to school, and then I had to pick up my daughters. But anyways,
And his
I'm gonna let you
daughter's
go,
sick
bro. I
and
really
stuff.
appreciate.
All right.
Yeah, I really appreciate your time, and we should do this again soon for sure.
Soon, 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 brother. May your children get better, brother. God bless you.
Yep. Take care,
Bye
man.
bye.
Keep killing it.
Peace.
Keep making people mad.
Oh, I definitely will, bro.
I
All
had a feeling.
right, bye.